G'day guys, or welcome to take 4. Would you believe this has taken me 4 goes to get this right? Okay, I don't normally redo voiceovers, but I've just had dogs barking, I've had memory blocks of big long spaces of no sound, so it's okay. I think I've got it now. I think I've got myself together. Right. What am I scrapping? I'm scrapping some, this is a male masculine layout, which if you've been here for more than 5 seconds, you will know that I don't do a lot of male layouts because I have 3 daughters. Obviously I have a husband, but I don't do a lot of masculine layouts. Not for the fact that I don't have photos of it. It just, I don't know why. I just always seem to gravitate towards the girls, my kids, my dogs, my husband and I, but whenever I'm in the photo as well, I can sort of go, well, we can go florals, we can go geometrics, we can go whatever. Anyway, so today I decided that I was going to scrap these photos of my husband from last year, and of course perfectly timed. I have to change the blade in my trimmer. Man, I can go through these blades. I tell you what, if Fiskars wants to sponsor me in blades, that would be amazing. Okay, I know I do a lot of scrapping. Okay, I get that. I really do. But geez, those blades, they don't last that long, really. Okay, so what I'm actually doing is I'm using a Paper Rose Studio. What I thought when I purchased it was a pack. When it arrived, guess what? It's not a pack. It is 10 or 12 sheets of the same sheet. So I've got this dad's shed sheet, which has alcohol on it, which my husband does not drink at all. And it's got alcohol on it. It's got sort of year dates, you know, the 40, 50, 60, 70. And so I've kind of really struggled to be able to use it properly. Use it to the best of its ability. You know what I mean? Like, and I know, look, I have photos of my dad. I have photos of my father-in-law. I have brothers. I have 3 brothers. So, I mean, I have a plethora of subjects that I could spread this over. But I'm pretty confident you guys do not want to see the one 12 by 12 used 15 different ways. So I'm using it what I would say well, and we'll just see where it goes. We'll see how you feel about it as it goes on. But the one thing I do want you to comment, I want you to leave me a comment below, and this is totally left field. This is completely not even, I didn't plan this. I swear to God I didn't. But now I'm going to take advantage of the situation. I want you guys to leave me a comment below if you can spot the problem and the flaw in the layout. You know I always make mistakes. You know that I'm just human. I'm just like you. And I own it because that's what scrapping is. We make spelling mistakes. We write stupid things. We do all sorts of crazy things. Sometimes colors don't work. Sometimes things do work, all that sort of thing. But sometimes we make mistakes that are even bigger than that. Now, my husband actually said to me, he came in and I said to him, oh my Lord, can you see the mistake on this page? And as supportive as my husband is, he is one of the most amazing. He's amazing. He supports anything and everything I ever try and do in my life, from being a wife right through to being a content creator on YouTube. He just is the most supportive human being. But when it comes to spotting problems on my layouts and stuff, he's like, yeah, what? I don't know. You tell me. So I pointed it out to him and he's like, you know what? You should probably reprint that and fix it. And I went, you know what? I would. But honesty is the one thing I think as a content creator that's the one and only, what do you call it? For transparency. Honesty is the only thing we have. So for me personally, to build my subscribers, my community, my Facebook group, to build it all up so that it's ours, I think you guys have to trust that if I stuff up, I'm just going to call myself out on it. And I will laugh along with you, you know, and that's just is what it is. So I did not redo it. I did not pull it out. I did not fix it. I didn't do any of those things. Because the page was completely done by the time I noticed it. And the reason why this happens to me sometimes, okay, is I had my brain so focused on maybe cutting up and using the letters, using them a little bit differently. That's where my brain was. Okay, so I really wasn't focusing on the body of this scrapbooking page. So as you can see there, I sort of was going, okay, what am I going to do? See the back of this paper? I don't know how I'm ever going to use that. If you guys have an idea, my husband does not drink. Okay, so anything with beer or wine bottles or anything like that, it is never going to get used in this house. I don't even drink anymore. So to be completely honest with you, it's one of those things where you just go, I don't know if I'm ever going to use these things. But I figured I could, because this brick is what's on the back of this sheet. So I knew that I didn't want to do an entire brick page. Like I knew I wanted to sort of break it up a little bit. So that I did. I pulled out from the 12 by 12 wood piece that's on the back is out of the wood and lace 12 by 12 pack that I've got. And I liked that one. And it was literally like the day after I completed this that my order from Crazy Craft Obsessions arrived, and it had my Craft Consortium wood, what's it called? It's actually still sitting here, so sorry about the packet moving. It's called Wood Textures. So that one turned up, which is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted, and I'm just loving it at this point. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I think I've got this. I think I'm okay with this. It's coming together. I didn't want a lot of mixed media on here, okay? Because the papers from Paper Rose Studio, if you've never ordered anything from Paper Rose Studio before, their papers are they're thick and they've got a slight sheen to them. So it wasn't something that I was overly concerned about having. It's hard to explain. But I didn't want mixed media all over it. I wanted it to sort of stand alone on its own. Now, this is what I have been procrastinating and stewing over. I bought a few weeks ago 3 different packs from Uniquely Creative. They had I think it was a sale, and I was placing an order with them, and I ordered, when I say a few weeks ago, it was actually probably a good 6 weeks ago. And I ordered 3 packets of mixed metal cogs. I had to say that slowly because I tried saying it before and it just all rolled into one. So I decided I'm going to get my inner MK. If you don't watch MK Gun, this woman can turn cogs, and I don't even know how she does it, because when I saw these cogs, maybe if I had have cut some on my Cricut and had that, I don't know. But I still have more, so I will play some more. But I think it actually turned out really good. I liked how the metal cogs, I am not a metal cog person, okay? I bought these because I really liked them, but I wasn't too sure how to use them. And then the problem I had is they were all very shiny. They were not, I don't know, I guess when I think of a cog, I think of it being rusty and old and, you know, scratched or dented or a spoke missing or something. So these are very, very perfect. So it kind of threw me a little bit. So I've been stewing on it, and I knew that maybe I could pull something together with this 10-pack of papers that I have and the cogs. Maybe it could work. And I think when I get to the end of this, I actually really like it, other than the insanely obvious mistake that's on the page. So, which now I just laugh about. And feel free, cue the laughter now. Because that's what us Aussies do, mate. We just laugh at ourselves. Because at the end of the day, what are you going to do? Cry a river? You know. By now, I'm hoping most of you guys have put a comment below. Because I'm hoping by now you've spotted it. And I am just... You know how I've got this theory where I add... You know, when you think it's looking good, just keep going. Just take 2 more steps. That's what I did, and I think that's what made the cogs all come together. Obviously, this is my husband working on my Captiva. I had an issue with my air conditioning, and it was just a whole great big nightmare. And because of course, being a Captiva, you had to literally pull the whole front end off this car to replace like this tiny piece. It was ridiculous. But I decided to take photos of it. And cogs, mechanical. See these silver ones in my tray? See how bright they are? Now, I did have a lady. Her name was... I'm trying to think of it. Hang on. I can tell you what her name was because I wrote it down. Her name was Connie Adams. She actually mentioned to use alcohol ink on them. Now, Connie, I haven't forgotten, but I didn't use it on these ones, but I do have a lot of the silver ones left over, so I'm thinking of pulling out the alcohol ink and giving those a crack and see if I can grunge them up a bit somehow. So I have not... Then I will be able to... I actually wanted to do Father's Day 2022. I had some photos that I thought I could use with that as well. So I will somehow, 1, use these cogs, and then 2, maybe do something with this paper. So has everyone spotted the mistake yet? Because I do point it out right at the very end. Now, I did go around the outside edge of my little title there that I've sort of cut down from a couple of other bits on the page, MacGyvered a title out of it. And I did go around the outside edges with walnut stain, the Distress Oxide colour, just to give it the border that I like. So here it is, up close and personal, so you can see the giant mistake. And... I will point out the giant mistake, don't worry. And yeah, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you jump on board. Leave me a like, definitely leave me a comment when you see the giant mistake. Can you see that my husband's on his head in the bottom right hand corner? I literally put the photo upside down. So my husband's mechanicking on his head. Could have replaced it, but then that's just not me, is it? So thank you so much for watching. I seriously appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I would love to see how many people are having a laugh along with me. Thanks guys, chat to you soon. Bye for now.